Okay. We've managed to kill 2 people. Honestly, it's already doing better than I expected. Because this is a map. No! Welcome to Phantom Forces, but every time I die, everything gets worse. So basically how this works is every time I die, my graphic settings goes down by 1, my UI scale increases by 0.1, and one of my attachments gets 1 tier worse. This results in perfectly normal setups turning into absolute hellscapes, UI that fills my entire screen, and sights that literally zoom out when you aim in. This was probably the most chaotic and painful thing I've ever done for a video ever. So without further ado, enjoy this collection of sadness and pain. I really only have one thing to say, and that is, let the pain begin. Alright, so the good thing about this is that if we have a good first life, the challenge shouldn't be that ridiculous. But if we have a bad first life, the rest of the lives are probably not going to be that stellar, as everything will just continue to get gradually worse and worse. Please don't. Okay, that was very lucky. Okay. We've managed to kill 2 people. Honestly, it's already doing better than I expected. Because this is a map. No! The BFG! Oh, we're down to our first downgrade, boys. Which means now, we can no longer use this sight. We're now using the MP5 irons. And our FOV is now down by 5. Still, the game is still not too different from usual. But trust me, the more you die, the worse, like, trust me, the worse it gets. Like, it reaches a state where the game genuinely becomes nearly unplayable. Like, that's how bad it gets. Also, how much magnification does these irons have? Jesus. Oh dear, where are the enemies? You almost kind of want to play it a little bit passive. Because, man, rushing in, I mean, sure, you might pick up a few extra kills, but man, if you die, or run out of ammo like I do, you're gonna soon realize that that probably isn't the best strategy to be running. Which also isn't the best strategy for me, because I'm running Sharps ammo. So I just generally have less ammo than usual. Alright, still not too different. You can definitely see that the textures are definitely a little wonky to view now. But it is still playable. Our setup is just a little bit worse, but nothing groundbreaking too far. I really have to be aware of BFG users. They can single-handedly make this pure hell. They can. They really can. And I honestly think taking refuge in this house is a pretty clever strategy for this map. Because we have clear sightlines, and pretty much only our head is showing. The thing is, we're already out of ammo, but that's okay because there's this random AS Val outside that we could just use to refill. Although the thing is also, we're using an M4A1, so we're doing 90 damage at range, which probably isn't the most practical, but hey, it gets the job done. Oh no. I hear any footsteps immediately scare the hell out of me. Oh! Oh my god, that is scary. Thank god I equipped the XIX. And that guy just jumped off. And he jumped off again. What is this guy's goal? Oh my god, that XIX genuinely, like, that person with the G17 genuinely had me scared. Because when you die in this game, the title does not exaggerate. Everything gets worse. Like, the only thing that doesn't get it worse, like, almost immediately, is your attachments. Because you're only doing 1 slot at a time. Because trust me, if you were doing it all 5 slots at once, the game would become unplayable past 4 deaths. And I would know, because I've test recorded this multiple times before. Oh, I should have probably have looked at the kill feed. I'm sorry, enemy team. I didn't quite pay attention. Which is ironic, because the kill feed is like, it's it is 2 times larger than it's really supposed to. Also, the hacker's gone. Oh. Alright, see, with hackers like that, we're not gonna count the death. So, 25-2 before a hacker joined, and honestly, that is a pretty good score. But we did not kick him. So 25-2 this first server. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the rest of the recording. I'll get back to you with an update. Alright, so update. The hacker, for some reason, just left. We didn't even kick him, he just left. I don't know if this is like some cyberbullying or his mom, you know, called him down for alphabeti spaghetti. But he just had to go. He terrorized the server for a solid... Oh, no. A solid 2 minutes before, you know, he just disappeared. We didn't even have to kick him, mostly because when we tried to kick him, it didn't work. What do you expect? It's Phantom Forces. Oh boy, there's a BFG that we have to be wary of, but don't worry, he's dead now. It's really hard to see out of these irons. I don't know if it's my eyes deceiving or it's the, you know, the flash from the gun, but there seems to be some sort of motion blur that just goes... Oh, come on, not another one. Well, I can send that clip to my PaySam. He can probably, you know, that's because that's kind of what he does. He records hackers doing their funny hacker thing. Ooh! Damn, that was an 8.5. 31 to 5, minus 3 minutes where we could have done stuff because of the hacker. On to the next map. Alright gamers, now we are on Rig. Not the finest map, but I honestly think maybe we'll be able to do something here. I've switched to the TAR 21 duplex because it's kind of boring to run the same gun the entire video. Kind of switch it up per map, you know? Quickly duck out of their reach, like so. Aw, what? Come on, I had that. That was my multi. He knows. He definitely knows. Maybe he doesn't. Man. Wow, okay, never mind. He is hyper aware. That was just a fail of me. Well, that's okay. It wouldn't be fun if we didn't die throughout the challenge, you know? Alright, so now we're using the... Oh, dear lord, we're using this thing. No, not this scope. No. It's so bad, you have no idea. That's the thing, you don't actually want to use Kozaku in this challenge, because if you die, you're stuck with using the EOTech 40 for like 4 lives. And frankly, those 4 lives are probably going to go past quite fast, because the site itself is just so incredibly garbage. And now we have Oil Filter EOTech 40. Our loadout is already slowly, like, just falling apart. It's not favorable in any way, but I think we'll manage. Okay, remember what I said about managing? Yeah, I take that back. Okay, at least we have like a stubby grip. It's not entirely useless yet. We can still kill people. Oh, decent. Oh, gee. Oh my god, the amount of people there. Oh my god. They're all up there. And my duplex is now gone. This is not good. But it's okay, TAR 21 hollow point isn't actually half bad. I mean, duplex is way better, don't get me wrong. But hollow point is actually what I used to run on this as well. Then I switched to armor piercing. And then I figured out that duplex honestly wasn't as much of a meme as you'd think it is, like at the start, like an automatic weapon being turned into a shotgun. Like, from my standpoint, that was the biggest meme. But honestly, it is pretty damn good. Also, where is this guy? Let's get a little bit closer. We want our hollow point damage to actually be hollow point damage. We don't want it to be the cut-off version. Why do my kills keep getting stolen? Like, come on, I pull off like the sickest clutch right there. And then, I mean, thanks teammate, but can you save me when I actually need the save and like just leave me alone when I got it? But then again, I'm a very inconsistent player. I don't know when I got it, and I don't know when I don't got it. Alright, at least we can move on from this terrible site and use the Barsko Electro. There's a lot of bad sites in this game, but there are also a few good ones. Oh, there's someone above. Alright, alright. Nice. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Get behind these boxes right here. He's right. Oh my god. If that guy hadn't moved and I was still focused on him, that AK-12 guy would have actually got me. At least he's a nice source of refilling ammo. Look at how far you can actually see down. Ooh, he would have probably gotten me there. Honestly. Also, these matches are ending pretty preemptively. Like, they're not getting too bad yet. Alright gamers, so for this match, I've decided that we're gonna use the Type 58. Just because I feel like once you start really pulling apart this setup, it's going to get very bad. Because this thing relies pretty much on the good attachments that it has available to it. Oh my. There are a lot of them there, but I don't know how to play this video game. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. This is, bad for us. I think I'm gonna stay here. It's actually working. This is how some people play the video game, by the way. Like, they don't move, like, that much. And honestly, I find that boring. I mean, sure, you're gonna get a consistent source of kills, but where's the fun in just staying in one spot? Yeah, okay. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Or? Okay, I'm still alive. God. How has this not been nerfed? Like, that is my question. How has this, of all things, not been nerfed? Because it just 3-shot so far. And the recoil is, it's not like the recoil is anything difficult. I mean, sure, it goes a little bit from side to side, but that's pretty much it. Also, this is going well. For some reason, I honestly thought, I mean, it's only a slight decrease. It only starts to get really bad once you die a lot. But you're also, the thing is, you're also going to be dying way more often the lower your settings go. Now we're up on 2 deaths, and we're going to have to say goodbye to our long barrel. Goodbye, long barrel. We're now using short barrel because, yeah, I pre-bought a few things on this. This is pretty much now just like a glorified Krinkov, or the AKS-74U, as it's called now. It's quite the movement you get with it, actually. Wow. Wow. Why does this feel so fast? What is this? What is this strange feeling? Oh, is short barrel, like, actually viable? I'm gonna be honest, I never really got the appeal of the short barrel. And I just died to the same guy. But once our 7.62 is gone, it's pretty much game. Where are the enemies? Like, I see them over here all the time, but I'm over here now. Well, except for that one guy. Except for that second guy. Except for that. Oh. I don't have lightning fast reaction times, so now our gun just isn't good anymore. Now we have the 30 round mag. We do 34 damage. Our range is really bad, and the screen is noticeably larger. But again, I still think this is still pretty playable, at least from my standards. Oh, some people play like this normally. Oh my, I gotta be careful now. No, what? Oh, hipfire wasn't with me with that one. Well, now we have the Cobra side actually, so that's relieving. The thing is, for 1 up, there's like 3 other down, so I got a slightly better sight in exchange for really bad graphics. Alright, watch this life hack. I shot him once. Well, what I was gonna say is I shot him once, so now he's probably gonna come back. Because that's what most people do. You shoot them once, they just instantly turn around to try and get revenge. Aw. Every time I go over here, something bad happens. I hit him once. Also, they're gonna come up here. Is the Type 88 just good? Or is it... Is there something about the Type 88 that we just didn't understand before? Where are the enemies at? Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus. Alright, there's a guy behind there. Ignore that. Ignore everything you saw. Just pretend that assist counts as kill was mine. Ignore everything else that happened on screen. Just focus on the fact that I got a hit marker. I mean, obviously I can tell that our velocity maybe isn't the greatest, but I think it's relatively fine right now. Because it's not like velocity mattered anyway. Well, it actually does a lot, but 46 to 7 with the Type 88 or Type 58 rather said, that slowly just fell apart. Just look at how big the map voting is. It is truly something. Alright, so I'm gonna end this video off with my favorite gun, the M231. because man, we can get some funny results out of this. Especially because our loadout, which is pretty much the only thing keeping this thing from being absolutely useless, is gonna slowly be falling apart. Also, we don't have the greatest amount of HP, which is not great when you're doing something like this. You pretty much want to have all the HP that you can have, because without it, you're gonna start crying a lot. There's usually like maybe like 1 or 2 people that go up here. Sometimes that'll be. Yep. See, that was that one. That was that one person. He was on the way up there, but I stopped him. Oh, Jesus! Got me by surprise there. Man, even though I've used the M231 for quite a while, I honestly don't really know how far to pull down. I just kind of pull down at like random amounts. Either that or just hip fire. Honestly, like it may have a lot of RPM, sure. But honestly, hip firing the M231 isn't the most uncontrollable mess in the world. Also, goodbye AMT Terminator, and hello to the PO1 scope. The good thing is, even though we lost our AMT Terminator, the M231 can do this really cool thing called alt aiming. So we're not entirely screwed or forced to do a remaining setup. We still have a relatively controllable weapon. And I almost... What? Okay, that guy's a true spy. That guy was a true spy right there. He literally went invisible on me. So is it possible to make it up there? Air shot. Landing shot. Oh my god, it is possible. No, they were lying down. The only thing that could counter my M231, which is lying down. They know how to play against this. Oh no. Okay, it's still not too bad yet. We now have a flash hider instead of a compensator. You basically get free headshots with this thing, honestly. If you only aim slightly down and train, you could probably just keep getting consistent. Also, did I set down my graphics? Yes, I did. Ah! They have all points. They're probably going to... I was about to say they were all probably going to C, but never mind. This guy had a different mission in life. You guys want to try a life where we use the scope? I feel like I don't want to, but at the same time, I did this with a VCOG 6M scope. The PD1 scope only has 0.2 more magnification, so it shouldn't be that bad. If I could even find anybody. Yeah, we got the funny clip. We got another funny clip. I honestly didn't even do that on purpose. I just aimed in. And then I immediately realized, wait a minute, I can't see anything with this. So when you're using a scope on your, I accidentally pressed F. We're on 6th F, sorry. Oh no, we're only on USGL 1.5. There we go. Now we got the funny clip, but now we're about to get even funnier because, yeah, we're using the drum mag for the next 4 to 5 lives. They're behind a box. No! You can gradually see now how bad it's starting to get. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to use the mag light on this. You guys ever like think about, okay, watch this. Surprise! Caught him by surprise. Caught that guy by surprise. That guy's probably not going to be caught by surprise. Oh, hold on, I just gotta reload this. I tried. Used all my intellect and brain power to try and think of how I was going to get out of that one. Didn't quite work out as I hoped for, or the way I hoped, and oh dear lord, we're using a suppressor. And the suppressor rework hasn't come around, so we are screwed. The graphic quality is so low that the neon skins aren't neon anymore. I'm not sure if this can get worse. I think like we peaked. Oh, I forgot to switch out the tri-laser. Whoops. The hip fire is not even enough to save this anymore. Like before before it kind of worked, now it just doesn't. We're now in UI scale 2. This is 2 times the size of the normal one. So how are you guys liking the video so far? Because I'm not. Jesus. This has an effective range of like 30 studs. We are now on tracerless. We're back to usable ammo, like kind of. At least our gun does good damage again. Your accuracy is gonna dip. Like a lot. We can't. It doesn't get. We're now at the default FOV. I can barely even see him for the amount of text that is on the screen. It's like playing the game behind bars. I'm gonna be honest, I never took the claim of people who use the M231 have to look at the floor, but honestly now I'm starting to see it. We're now on the default suppressor. I told you the M231 would give us funny results. Despite being my favorite gun, I am performing the most poorly with it. Mostly because it is probably the one that suffers the most from when its good setup is torn apart. We're just so zoomed in. We just have so much FOV. Or rather said, we still have so little FOV. We're down to 70 FOV. I honestly don't know why Stylus even added this. I don't know what purpose it would serve. 50 to 14. Just look at this. 14 kills. Or 14 deaths, and this is how bad it gets. This challenge is probably one of the hardest ones to play with ever. And honestly, just look at the screen. Just look at the screen. Look at the map loading. But I think that's gonna do it for today. If you guys enjoyed this and would like to see more, make sure to drop a comment, you know, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. But until next time, peace. I'm gonna go cry now.